Hey, did you know that dogs can't operate MRI machines?
Really?
Yeah, but cats can. Get it? Cats can.
Oh!
Okay. Okay.
Welcome to MSU Tonight. I'm Corey Knight.
And I'm Bree Hunter.
Coming up in the show, we'll be sitting down with some of the officers from the International Student Organization.
And later, we'll hear from Zach Claggett and get a sneak peek of his feature film, Collide.
For now, though, let's hit tonight's Hot Topics. Jazz in Lovett Auditorium this weekend. The Murray Jazz Ensembles performed at the historic Lovett Auditorium on Thursday. More with Ben Sauls at the concert.
Jazz ensembles had their final performance of the semester this past Thursday, with selections such as Corcovado, Groovin' High by Dizzy Gillespie, Fortune Smiles, and Un Poco Loco. The ensembles included the Jazz Octet, which is made up of single instrumentation featuring solos and improvisation from each member. The next group was the Jazz Band. This group is made up of anyone who wants to play jazz music and perform in an ensemble. The final ensemble was the Jazz Orchestra. This group is audition-based with more advanced musicians and complex arrangements. Each group is under the direction of Dr. Todd Hill. Austin Kazuzik, one of the musicians, had a little bit to say after the concert.
We started, I think, 1 or 2 weeks after the semester started, so we've been practicing for a couple months now. And we've only had one performance beforehand, and that was the fall fanfare that we had, and we only played one piece. And then after that, this was it. So we've been practicing a lot for this, and I think it turned out really well. I think it went really well. Everybody sounded good. The octet, us, Jazz Orc, Nelson going by, everything. It sounded amazing.
The Murray State Jazz Orchestra will be performing at KMEA once again in February. They have been asked to perform every year since 2006. With MSU Tonight, I'm Ben Sauls.
Honor Scholars Week is this week, and that means this Wednesday and Thursday in the Waterfield Library Gallery, senior honor college students will be presenting their thesis on research. This year's project cover a wide variety of topics like feminism and romance novels, the military band's influence on performing arts, and the effect of artificial intelligence in creative fields. Presentations run from 8:30 to 6 p.m. on Wednesday and from 2 to 5 on Thursday. Try to stop by and support some of the hard work of these students.
Richmond's RCC has really turned the tides within their building this academic year as they have produced several quality programs within the past month and have been an affluent leader in submitting Quality of the Month awards. Last week, Richmond's RCC hosted a program in which residents worked together to wrap their colleagues in toilet paper to resemble a mummy. That night, four teams competed against each other to see who would get the bragging rights of being the best mummy around. RCC President Jordan Harvey spoke highly of the programming initiatives that fellow RAs and RCC members cultivated this semester.
Hi, I'm Jordan Harvey. I'm the RCC president of Richmond. I've been a resident of Richmond since August of last year, and I started attending RCC in January of last year, and I became the president this semester, and I've really enjoyed it a lot, like getting to bring people together and see a lot of involvement is a really great thing to see. Tonight we had a mummy wrap program, and it was really fun just to see everybody working together, like even some people who had like never met before, like doing really well as a team. And I think everyone enjoyed it and had a good time.
Richmond encourages you to join them at 8:30 p.m. every Monday for their weekly general body meeting. All meetings are held in the Richmond Glassroom. For more information, follow the Richmond Lions at JH Richmond Lions.
Have you heard? The whole town's talking about the whole town's talking. When Ben Simmons wishes for his daughter to marry a business partner, Chester Benny, Simmons comes up with a lie that leads to Chester becoming the town's celebrity. The Department of Global Languages and Theater Arts will be hosting the play in Robert E. Johnson Theater. And show dates are this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at 7:30, while the Sunday showing is at 2:30. You don't want to miss this.
Last week, all sections of Art 111 Studio Practice exhibited their paper sculptures on the first floor of Fine Arts in an installation inspired by Tove Janssen's short story, The Himmelin Who Loves Silence. The windows of the floor's lobby were transformed into an impressive display of creative talent and were left on display for all to see during last Friday's art auction. The installation will be taken down sometime this coming Wednesday, so go check it out before it goes away.
Last week, the Murray State Opera Theater Ensemble put on a performance of Amal and the Night Visitors. The opera tells the story of the three kings stopping by a disabled child's house on their way to see the baby Jesus. Director of Musical Theater Mary Beth Crawford had this to say.
Yes, it's in English, short. It's a very touching show, and I think it's appropriate for most people, especially around this time of year, because it's not about Christmas, but it definitely gets you in the holiday spirit.
China is taking back their pandas? All pandas in U.S. zoos are owned by China and leased through a program called Panda Diplomacy, where China allowed zoos to borrow pandas as a sign of goodwill. However, after 50 years, this program has stopped. The pandas have been flown back to China, and Chinese officials have yet to say whether the program will continue in the future. The reasons for Panda Diplomacy's hiatus are unknown, while these political issues are never black and white. The bears always will be. Don't go away, we still have so much more to show you.
And when we come back, we'll talk with the leadership of the International Student Organization. Welcome back to MSU Tonight. I'm here with Sunny and Turkey from the International Student Organization, who are here to talk about daily life as international students and the upcoming events for the organization. So, hello, welcome.
Hi. Hello, Bree.
So, tell me a little bit about where you guys are from and the cultural differences between here and your home.
First of all, my name is Sharon Precinct. That's my complete name, and you can call me Sunny too. And I'm a vice president at International Student Organization. So I'm from India, basically from Punjab, which is in the northern part of India. So there are a lot of cultural differences. I mean, if I have to distinct it from my home country to here, I mean, we are living in the big thing is that we are living in combined families. I mean, the joint families. People here are living in the nuclear families, you can say. And the other thing which I notice, which I think is the same one, people are really, I mean, happy, and you can say they are enjoyable here. The same is in my country too.
Mm-hmm. And what about you?
Yeah, my name is Turki Ranazi, from Saudi Arabia, from like small town in the north Saudi Arabia called Dalola. The culture like different from here and Saudi Arabia. I'm talking about like food and the same. We're sharing the same like culture with India. Like all the family, they just stay together in the same house. Even if they're married, they get like stick together.
Okay, so share some of your highlights of your daily routine as international students at Murray State.
In my daily life, I just get up at you can say 7 to 7:30, and after that, according to my culture, because I belong to a Sikh religion, so we used to have to do a regular prayer in the morning. So I have my prayer from probably 8:30 to 9:30, 1 hour prayer, and after that, I'm getting ready for my classes, and I am a video conferencing coordinator also in this university campus, so I'm ready for my classes and my job.
Yeah, for me, like in the morning, I usually wake up like around 9 to 10. Then, yeah, if afternoon, get start with like completing my project. It's like my last semester, so I had to like finish my capstone project.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like I spend most of my day working on that project, and if I have like time, I'll go just to the gym. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Cool. So how do you navigate cultural differences in your day-to-day interactions?
Cultural differences, you mean, can you please repeat that again?
Sure. So how do you navigate, I guess, in your everyday life compared to here and home? What are the biggest differences that you deal with in your everyday routine?
Because when I was in my home, I was doing affiliate marketing at that time. So the life is definitely different there than it be here, because at that time I was working from home. So here I'm gonna spend my most of the time not in my apartment but in the library, searching more about the digital marketing, the field which I want to pursue, and the routine is you can say totally different. The food is totally different. Like Turkey already discussed. In India we used to have chapati, rice with dal and sabji all the time. Here I have prepared myself my food. I cook pancakes and all. I mean, the food wise is different. Relations with the people is that type of. It's different. So yeah, there are a lot of differences here and there.
For me, well, I'm trying to do just adapt the culture and try to be like part of it. Even like the education and like everything, I'm trying to do like the same. Trying to spend more time at the library and spend with the food. I'm used to it right now, so yeah, that's like it's a good thing.
So, can you recall a memorable cultural experience that stood out during your time at the university?
You can go first at this one.
Can you repeat the question,
Sure.
please?
So, what is a very memorable cultural experience that you've had here at Murray State?
I will say when they did the Eid event last semester. I was like far from home, and all like the students came to that event. It felt like good. Like all like international have the same. Like they're celebrating the Eid event. It's like a good thing.
And my experiences with the church, the Baptist church are organizing a breakfast in the morning on the Sunday. I got a chance to go with them, and that's a really good experience because I came from a different religion. We have, all the religions are same, but yeah, their customs, their traditions are a little bit different from each other. So it's the very first time I'm going to some other cultural places and knowing their cultures and customs. And it's really good. I got a really good vibe over there. Share my talks with other international students from other religions and other cultures. So that was the thing actually which I'm going to remember for a long time.
Sure. So do you have any funny moments from your journey as international students?
Sometimes, the thing is the language barrier. With many of the students, because they all speak English, but in a different way. So sometimes, like mine proficiency is not that good. Maybe even Turkish proficiency is not good, like the native ones. So sometimes it's hard. Earlier we just we just came to the university, we are just like that. We only have the one. We don't have that much proficiency. But then we got to know that there are other students also, like Koreans, Japanese, who don't have that much proficiency. So when we are in an open place, there is a native talker of English, I feel more comfortable with the international students because we know we are on the same level of proficiency at that time. So that's those are the things actually which are memorable to me.
And I'm sure you said earlier that you have some family in California, and hearing people speak in Kentucky, it's probably a lot different from California too, right?
The accent is different, I would have to say, because that in California there is a Sikh community over there, so it's not that different. In the Fresno area, there are a lot of Sikh families over there. And in the last semester, I'm the only Sikh student in the whole university campus who is from Punjab.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, that's a crazy experience for me. When I got to know that when I have to come to this university, I contacted the Indian Student Association president, Bhagirath. There is somebody from India, specifically from Punjab, that I've talked to. And he told me that there's nobody. I was like, whom I'm going to contact to afterwards? But really, this city amazed me. I have to say this. The people over here are really amazing. I have more memorable moments with the people here too. If we got a chance, I'm definitely going to share with you too. So yeah, here I'm the only one, but I didn't feel like I'm the only one from my tradition and culture. It's just like a family here.
Yeah. What about for you? Do you have any funny moments?
For me, I agree with him about the language barrier.
Mm-hmm.
For me, the first time it's heard like the the idiom expression and slangs. It's like something new for me, and until now, like I'm not using them right. So, trying my best.
Yeah. So you're also the event coordinator of the
Yeah.
International Student Organization. Can you tell me about some events that are going to be coming up soon?
There's an event coming. It's called Henna event. It's actually about the Indian culture.
Indian culture.
He can explain it more about
Yeah.
the henna culture, but it's coming on next Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where is it going to be and what time?
Blackburn, 4 to 6.
4 to 6?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, about the henna event, actually that is related to girls basically. So according to the tradition, the bride who is just going to get married, one night or one day, earlier to that, to just make her stressless,
Mhm.
to make free from any kind of nervousness, they apply the henna designs over there because girls like those kind of designs on the hands and all. But that's related to girls. But nowadays, other girls are also, like the bride's cousins and friends, they also used to apply that tradition also. And we are happy that one of the education abroad officer, Stephen Guns, is taking this initiative to organize this event. And maybe we're going to see you guys over there too.
Sure, yeah. So you're also the vice president. What
Yeah.
motivated you to take on that role?
Because right now my major is management in marketing. So for that, I need to get an experience of management, the organizational behavior. So I was just looking for something that where I can experience this thing. And I have this funny incident too, that one day I was at Winslow. One of the student named Digvijay, who is also our treasurer in the ISO presently, he came to me that one of his friend is going for president elections. So I was like, in my mind, I was looking for this organizational role for a long time. Then why not to try in this one? Then I immediately made my mind, and I agreed Digvijay also to nominate yourself for these elections. Not agree,
Yeah.
just told Turkey also that let's get this thing done.
Sure, yeah. So this is a question for both of you. What do
Mhm.
you want other students on campus to know about the International Student Organization?
So our student organization is basically for every international student. That if they have any plan in their mind, if they want to share their culture, we have. Recently, Dr. Kathal told us that there are students from about 58 plus countries in this university campus, which literally amazed me. Students from this many countries. If they want to share their culture with all the, university campus, whether they are Americans or any other international students, they can come to us. We can help them to organize those kind of events, and that's a good thing. To share diversity also.
Mhm.
I agree with him about this. There's, like what you said, like a lot of international students, and it's good to show your culture to like American students, and in the future they understand and have like respect to that culture, because some like small actions, some like American student doing it like but like sounds offensive to other like
Mhm.
international students. That's why our plan to like, for example, we're doing like talking about Korea next Tuesday, the Korean culture. So
New
that's
Year's
our
Eve.
plan to talk about different cultures, and yeah.
Mhm. So tell me a little bit more about, you said the event, the henna event that's coming up.
Mhm.
So what should other students know about that event? I know you said it's more for like brides and stuff, right?
So it's basically, for all the students,
Mhm.
but that particular, event is for the girls. This whole, but that's the fun. Interesting thing. We can all learn about that culture, their significance, and one of the girl named Amulya, which who is very close friend to me also.
Mhm.
We spend a lot of time in the library. Uh, she's going to give a presentation about this culture, that why henna is applied on girls' hand, what's the significance, what's the, religious point of view behind that. So I request all the international students, whoever is listening, that come to that event and experience that thing from her.
And they can get a henna.
And they can get a
tattoo.
henna too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on the show tonight. Stay
so
tuned
much.
for more.
Welcome back to MSU Tonight. I'm joined by the ever lovely Zach Claggett. Zach, how are you doing tonight?
Doing pretty good, pretty great. Live, laugh, love, you know.
Good. I
How
always
are
like
you?
to hear that.
How are you? You doing good?
I'm doing great. Thank you
Great.
for asking.
Good to know.
Thank
Good to
you for
know.
asking. So, Zach, you know, I'm sure many people know you for your production company, Big Beef Cinematography.
As most people know, Big Beef, yep.
And you know, I've heard a rumor through the grapevine that there's a new film coming out.
Yes, it is a new film. As a matter of fact, it's right there.
Oh my goodness.
It's right there, yeah. It's Collide. It's basically about a woman who is a serial killer, and she just kills people through an app called Collide. That's how she gets most of the, that's how she gets them.
Oh, hey, that's how they get me too.
Yeah, that's how they got you, for real.
So, you know, you said that this film is about a dating app, and there's the killer that goes and gets all these guys on this dating app, right? So, where did some of the inspiration come from for this movie? You know?
Well, I mean, for the most part, me and the co-writer Dustin Wilcox, we talked a lot about how, I guess, bad dating is nowadays and how awful it is, and we wanted to really emphasize on how a lot of it can be dangerous in general. You know, we're wanting to bring about and show the problem that we have with dating apps and dating in general at this day and age.
Right, well, I think that's a very noble cause that you and Mr. Wilcox are leading here. So, I think something that everyone wonders out in our audience is, you're a college student still, second semester junior. So,
Yes.
how was the process of filming where you've still got so many classes and time commitments, but you're self-funding this whole production? So how, can you talk about that for a little?
Funding, it was extremely challenging. I mean, honestly, production in general was a hard thing to do. We originally started writing the script back before Grief premiered, one of the better known Big Beef Cinematography productions. It premiered back in 2022 of May. We originally started writing it and creating the concept, I think, in March of 2022, and we didn't officially start having a cast until the very end of spring 2023 semester. So we had that problem, trying to find a cast and trying to find a group, as well as trying to create a well-written script. And then, we were on little to no budget. Almost everything that we originally had planned for, we had to work around between my budget along with Dustin Wilcox's budget to see if we can, purchase some things. Luckily enough, we ended up getting to rent out a Airbnb for a weekend to film there, so that was fun.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm glad that it sounds like, through all of the busy times and, unfortunate brokenness that we both run into every day.
Oh yeah, it's being in college and stuff, working on a film, it's always going to be very low budget, unless I guess somebody that is makes the bank, makes the money.
Well, unfortunately, we both do not know that guy. So,
if you know somebody, let me know though. Let me know, please. Please, please.
Now, we could keep going for this whole, however long we've gotten a day, 25 hours.
25, yeah, it's about 25, yeah.
We could keep going for this whole
8 days a
time.
week.
Exactly.
Exactly,
We
yeah.
keep going, but I feel like words would not, encapsulate the beauty that is.
Exactly, yes. I
movie.
brought you guys a trailer to see. Would you like to see the trailer?
I think we'd love to. Would you guys love to see this trailer? Yeah, so, let's give that a watch.
Yeah, let's give it a watch. Let's give it a watch, yes.
No! No! Ooh, I mean, you know,
Spooky, right?
I've still got chills coming out
Yeah,
of that.
that was scary.
That was very scary. You know, after watching that, Zach, I just have to ask, what are you afraid of?
There's so many things to be
That's
afraid.
cool. Shut the hell up. We have a snake on tonight, guys.
What?
Come on, audience applause. Yeah, yep, we've got a snake. Yep, look at that. This is Iris. She's 14 years old.
She's 2 years old.
That is a,
Close enough. Zach, how do you feel about snakes?
okay,
That's cool.
that's like.
Anyways,
Okay, all right.
how about you interact with Iris?
What's up, Jet? How you doing? That is a. Oh my God! That. Why did you do this to me?
Well, Zach, you know, in the Halloween spirit, since this is coming out around Halloween, I just wanted to let you know we really care for you and we love you.
Yeah.
And thank you for bringing this beautiful horror film to us today
Yeah.
to promote. So I'm just really glad that I got to spend time with you and see you interact with our wonderful Isis.
That's Iris.
Thank you for bringing me on. Could you do me a favor though?
Yeah.
Next time, if I ever come up, let me know if I'm gonna see a snake.
Okay, that's all we've got time for tonight, guys, on this interview. We'll be right back.
Well, that's all we have time for tonight.
Be sure to visit us at youtube.com/MSU29. And remember,
Stay fancy, Murray.
kapow.